So Gary,
Yeah.
you were on one of the greatest TV shows ever. You were on Wise Guy, and I just learned that. I'm like
Wise
sitting here
Guy.
going, I know. That is like
Well,
so awesome.
it was the funniest thing is that I remember going for Stephen Cannell, and Stephen Cannell started bringing his shows up into Vancouver. And one of the first shows they did
Right.
was Wise Guy, and then I think 21 Jump Street
Okay.
came up after that. And I remember going into an audition and saying, you know, this is really cool. I'd really like to be in this show because I love Stephen Cannell shows, and I did at that time because he did all those great shows. And they said, okay, so you're in. So I went in and I got hired, and I went, well, that's easy. So
This is pretty cool.
So I showed up on set, and this is to tell you, like this is way back when I had very little experience working on television sets, and I wanted to make sure that when I went to work that I knew what I was doing, so I didn't look like an idiot. So I'd show up on the set a couple of days before shooting, and I walked on to the producers, and the guy's going, "What are you doing here? What, you don't belong here." And I said, I know, but because I don't have a lot of experience working on TV shows, I just wanted to get a feel for it and see what everybody does and see what their jobs are. And the guy goes, "You're the first person ever done that." And that's amazing. Well, thank you very much. And then they hired me for every single Cannell show. I think I've worked on every single show. So sometimes being conscientious is a good idea.
Absolutely.
Sometimes, but yeah, I know.
Did you work with Ken Wall? Or?
I worked with Ken Wall. Here's a great story about Ken Wall. Ken Wall was like me. I cannot learn lines at home. You know how we have to memorize all our scripts.
Okay, so what do you do?
So we'd go up to you've all heard of Denny's. Well, Denny's is open 24 hours, and I do my best work at like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. I can memorize a whole script in an hour. Well, Ken Wall was also like that. He couldn't memorize in his hotel room, so he'd always go to Denny's. So we'd sit almost every week. Ken and I would be sitting at the coffee counter at Denny's learning our lines, and we looked like everybody else on the counter because it also was a place where people who talk to themselves.
Oh, sure. See, back before cell phones, kids,
Yes.
when you'd see somebody walking through the aisles of the supermarket talking out loud, they were just talking to themselves. Now
Yeah, they're talking to
having a
themselves.
conversation.
And the great thing is that we fit right in.
Right, of course.
Because there's these two guys sitting in the coffee counter going, "What are you talking about? We're going to go in here." And going, "Yeah, but I can't go in there." "Oh, what do you mean?" And people don't look at you because everybody on the counter is all going, "Yeah, so, well, what do you think?" "I don't know." And but we were learning lines, and
They were just
weren't. So
And
we got to be quite good pals. And Ken Wall was a wonderful guy and a great actor. He's been beset by a few tragedies. He broke his neck in an accident one time, and got an ankle broken in another one. And so I don't know what he's doing these days. I haven't seen him in quite a long time, but he was a real fun guy.
And did you work with a great late Ray Sharkey?
Ray Sharkey, yes. He was.
I'm telling you, if you've never seen Wise Guy, besides the fact that you can see a very young Garry
Very
Chalk,
young me.
It's a great show, and you should check it out.
Yes, and Ray Sharkey, and Ray Sharkey was in it. Jerry Lewis was in it.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
that
Jerry
was a
Lewis.
Great season.
The guy from what's the band? Not ZZ Top. Oh, come on, Gary. Da 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 da. Fleetwood Mac.
Oh.
The drummer for Fleetwood Mac played a character in it for a little while.
Is that Lindsey Buckingham?
Mick Fleetwood.
Oh, Mick. Oh, right.
The big tall guy, Mick Fleetwood. So it was quite interesting. There was quite a lot of great people in there. But there you go.